Hey guys, it's Logan, and welcome to another video. Today we are doing Week 4 reaction and Week 5 predictions. So first off, Thursday Night Football, the Jags at Bengals. The Bengals won this game 24-21. Cincinnati improves to 3-1, and Jacksonville moves to 0-4. Titans at Jets. Jets win 20. My God. The Jets win 27-24 in overtime. The Titans missed a last second field goal that would tie it. But New York also had 7 sacks, which is kind of cool. New York gets their first win, moving them to 1-3, and the Titans to 2-2. Chiefs at Eagles. The Chiefs destroy the Eagles 42-30. This would have been a lot less close. But the Eagles got a bunch of garbage time touchdowns. So KC moves to 2-2, and Philly moves to 1-3. Panthers out Cowboys. Cowboys win 36-28. Both move to 3-1. Giants at Saints. Giants win 27-21 in overtime. Also getting their first win, moving them to 1-3. New York should be happy, or at least for football. The Yankees lost in the AL wild card, which I'm happy about because behind the Cubs, I am a Red Sox fan. And New Orleans moves to 2-2. Browns at Vikings. The Browns win 14-7, a lot lower scoring than I thought it'd be. But Cleveland moves to 3-1, and Minnesota to 1-3. Lions at Bears. The Bears win 24-14, and Justin Fields had his first pretty good, decent start. Chicago moves to 2-2, and Detroit to 0-4. Texans at Bills. The Bills absolutely destroy the Texans 40-0. Buffalo moves to 3-1, and Houston to 1-3. Colts at Dolphins. The Colts win 27-17. They both move to 1-3. This is the Colts' first win of the season. Washington at Falcons. Washington wins 34-30. Pretty nice last play that won them the game. Washington moves to 2-2, and Atlanta moves to 1-3. Seahawks at 49ers. The Seahawks win 28-21. Both of them move to 2-2. Cardinals at Rams. The Cardinals win 37-20. Arizona remains the only undefeated team, and the Rams move to 3-1. So it was actually a pretty impressive showing by the Cardinals. I got to watch the game, which was nice. Steelers at Packers. Packers win 27-17. Green Bay moves to 3-1, and Pittsburgh moves to 1-3. Ravens at Broncos. Sadly, the Ravens won 23-7. Pretty disappointing from Denver. I will say I might have gotten my hopes up a little bit too high. But Teddy Bridgewater also was concussed out of the game. So hopefully he is able to return next week against the Steelers. I really hope he does. But yeah, and then both of the teams moved to 3-1. Yeah, it was also kind of impressive. Going back to Broncos game, we really did well against the run, but we also sold out against the run, which left us really exposed to passing, which Lamar Jackson had a great day passing, and we kind of sucked at passing defense. So yeah, all right. Sunday Night Football, Bucks at Pats. I watched most of this game. Bucks win 19-17, and so yeah, Mac Jones actually played better than Tom Brady, which was kind of funny. It was in the rain, but still. Tampa Bay moves to 3-1, and New England to 1-3. And Monday Night Football, the Raiders at Chargers. The Chargers win this one 28-14. Both teams move to 3-1. My Week 4 record prediction, prediction record, it moves to 12 out of 16. I got the Jets, Giants, Seahawks, and Cardinals all wrong. I thought all those teams would lose. So the Chargers sit atop the AFC West, Bengals atop AFC North. Bills atop AFC East, and Titans atop AFC South. Cardinals are atop the NFC West, also the entire league. Packers are atop the NFC North. Cowboys atop NFC East, and the Bucks are at the top of the NFC South. Moving on to predictions, Thursday Night Football, Rams at Seahawks. This should be a pretty good game. I have the Rams winning 31-27. LA has a pretty good D and a pretty good offense, although they weren't great last week. And the Seahawks have a pretty good offense, or a really good offense, and not great defense. Jets at Falcons. This is the first game in London. It might be the only game in London, but it is in London. It's also like really early in the morning. It's like 6:30 for me, so I'm not gonna watch that. Plus, it's also the Jets and Falcons, so I wasn't gonna watch it anyway. But Falcons win 26-20. Both two not great teams, but I think the Falcons offense should do decently well. Lions at Vikings. I think the Vikings win 31-21. It's the Lions. We all know how that goes. Moving on. Saints at Washington. I think Washington wins 21-20. This might be a surprise, just because both of these teams are really weird. New Orleans is like Jekyll and Hyde. Like sometimes they do really well, and then sometimes they lose to the Giants. And then, and Washington is just, their defense is not as good as I think a lot of people, including myself, expected. And their offense has like flashes in the pan, but is never like really anything amazing. Pats at Texans. I think the Patriots win 27-20. Davis Mills is still the starting quarterback for the Texans. The Texans also kind of suck, so there you go. Dolphins at Bucks. I think the Bucks win 31-21. Miami's defense isn't great, and their run offense is really bad. Tampa Bay's run defense is really, really good. So, I mean, they should be able to hold them on that front. Their passing defense isn't great. It's actually, like, at the bottom of the barrel. So, the Dolphins may be able to exploit that, but I don't think they really do. Especially because Jacoby Brissett is their starting quarterback. Packers at Bengals. I think the Packers win 31-24. Just a better offense, decent defense. Definitely better than last year. Broncos at Steelers. Okay, so I get the Broncos lost last week. There's a ton of injuries, which I will say probably will play a role. If Teddy Bridgewater doesn't start and Drew Lock does, I think our chances of winning this game go way down. But the Broncos have a very good defense, especially against the run. But that was against the Ravens, and we also, like I said, sold out for it. Like blitzing heavy. Pittsburgh also has a really bad offense. Or it's not great. Like Ben Roethlisberger is not that good anymore. And then Eagles at Panthers. I think Panthers. Oh my God! I think Panthers win 20-21. Carolina's defense was good, except for last week. And their offense is decent. Surprisingly, Sam Darnold, I think, leads the league in rushing touchdowns, and he's a quarterback, and he's not really known for being a dual threat quarterback. So, I mean, hey. And then Philly is not that great. At least I don't think. They not amazing run defense, although they were able to do some stuff against the Chiefs, but yeah. Titans at Jaguars. I think the Titans win 30-20. The Jags passing D is not good, and I think the Titans will be able to exploit that, especially if A.J. Brown and Julio Jones are able to return. Browns at Chargers. I think the Browns win 27-24. This might be a surprise just because LA is playing really good recently. But I still think the Browns will be able to prevail. They have a good passing defense and a pretty good offense, and LA struggles against run. LA doesn't have a good run defense. Yeah, I typed that out weird. And the Browns' whole offense is basically running, pretty much. And then Bears at Raiders. I think the Raiders win 27-24. Two not amazing teams, like drastically mediocre. But I think the Raiders are slightly better, so I do think they take this one. 49ers at Cardinals should be another pretty good game. Another NFC West matchup. But I think the Cardinals win 30-27. They have an amazing offense still. The only 4-0 team. I think that plays a part. I think they ride a high and go through the 49ers. Giants at Cowboys. I think the Cowboys win 30-24. Just a way better offense. Decent defense. They let go of Jalen Smith, which was kind of weird because they gave him a 6-year deal a couple seasons ago, maybe 2 years ago, and they released him, and he I think signed with the Packers. He was finalizing a deal with the Packers, but yeah. And then Sunday Night Football, Bills at Chiefs should be another pretty good game. I think the Chiefs win 31-28. KC just has a really great offense, not the best defense. Buffalo also has a really great or a pretty good offense, and an actually pretty good defense. So I'd say, if I had to pick an upset, it'd probably be the Bills over the Chiefs, just because they have a way better defense, and they might be able to hold Patrick Mahomes. And then Monday Night Football, Colts at Ravens. I think the Ravens win 27-20. Just good run defense. Colts offense isn't great, and their defense isn't as good as last year. In other news, Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year 2 seasons ago, I want to say, was released by, he wasn't. It was reporting he was going to be released by the Patriots, but then they traded him to the Panthers. And it was only for a 6-round pick, which was kind of really weird. But he's also in the last year of his deal, and I don't think the Patriots really wanted to pay him. So, yeah. But that is it for Week 4 reaction and Week 5 prediction. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and please make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you all so very much, and peace.